Hey, welcome back to Relax Radio. This is me, Nick, keeping you guys company on Real Talk. 100% real. And we're talking about all this corona and COVID vaccine and all the passport that's going on. And well, great news. Apparently, Moderna vaccine in the UK has started to roll out in Wales. So yeah, the UK has begun the rollout of its third coronavirus, which is the Moderna vaccine in Wales. So yeah, the unpaired carer L. Taylor was the first to receive the vaccine and described feeling very excited and happy. So yeah, in England, Small Business Minister Paul Scully said the vaccine would be rolled out in the next few days. And England's Deputy Chief Medical Officer Jonathan Van Tam will be leading a briefing on potential links between the Oxford AstraZeneca jab and rare blood clots. So yeah, in case you guys are wondering, there was this issue and concern, people rose this concern with the possibility of having the blood clots, these rare blood clots linked to the AstraZeneca vaccine. So yeah, a lot of people were concerned about this initially and they were talking about it, but then WHO and the EMA described and said, hey, there's nothing to worry about. The vaccines are totally safe and fine as of yet. So yeah, there's the third vaccine. The first one was Pfizer, the second one was AstraZeneca, and now we have the Moderna vaccine, and that is officially rolling out across the UK. And yeah, there is also a briefing on the jab side effect though, and it's also taking place at Amsterdam's headquarters of the European Medicines Agency, which is the EMA, and it's being televised across Europe. So yeah, European regulators have concluded that the unusual blood clots with low blood platelets should be listed as a very rare side effect of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. So yeah, that's also what they're talking about. And they're saying, the EMA further states that the reported combination of blood clots and low blood platelets is very, very rare. And the overall benefits of the vaccine in preventing COVID-19 outweigh the risks of potential side effects. So yeah, it's just great to see that, that there's not that many side effects as well with the Moderna vaccine. They're going to be discussing it. They're going to be talking about it. They're going to do a review on the vaccine as well. And as for Miss Taylor, the first person to receive the Moderna vaccine, and she's from Amford, she received this vaccine at the hospital in Carmarthen. So yeah, speaking afterwards, the 24-year-old said at a further education college, said that she was very, very happy and very excited about the vaccine. And she said, I'm an unpaid carer for my grandmother, so it is very important to me that I get it so that I can take care of her properly and safely. I mean, it's great to see, that people are actually getting the vaccine, and a lot of people require the vaccine. You can see how much, they have people to take care of, especially people who are more vulnerable, who are more prone to the disease. So this is just one of the reasons why, we need more vaccines in the country and get everyone vaccinated as soon as possible. So yeah, the UK is committed to buying 17 million doses of the Moderna vaccine, the third of 7 vaccines developed in the UK or around the world that it has put in orders for it. So it's not been confirmed when the rest of the UK will be starting the jab, but Scotland received its first jab on Monday. So yeah, that's just something that is happening, and that's great news right there. And like the Pfizer BioNTech and the Oxford AstraZeneca jabs, which are already in use, the Moderna jab is given in 2 doses several weeks apart. So yeah, there's going to be a window of a couple of weeks between the first dose, and after that you get the second dose, which is the booster dose, which will help you combat the disease. So that's just another, that's just this very similar to the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine as well. So yeah, the Health Secretary Matt Hancock said he was delighted its UK rollout was starting, and that the UK government has secured these vaccines on behalf of the entire nation, and the vaccination program has shown our country working together at its best. So yeah, the Wales Health Minister Van Getting said a third vaccine for use in Wales significantly adds to the nation's defense against the COVID-19. So yeah, across the whole of the UK though, more than 31.6 million people have now had their first dose of a COVID vaccine, while 5.4 million have already been fully vaccinated. That is wild. I mean, 5.4 million people in the country have already been completely vaccinated. So essentially they got their first dose and they got their second dose as well. So in Wales, more than 1.49 million people have had their first dose, while more than 469,000 have had both doses. So yeah, the UK's COVID vaccine supplies, though, are being delayed. There's been delays, especially with the India dose, the doses that are coming from India being held up, and yeah, up to 4 weeks in April. And Wales, they're expecting to have at least 250,000 fewer Oxford AstraZeneca doses. So yeah, Mr. Scully also said the vaccination program remained on track to cover all adults in England by the end of July. So yeah, on Tuesday, though, the trial of the Oxford vaccine on children stopped giving out jabs as a precaution because, hey, they want to watch out for any potential side effects that might be related or might be even linked to the vaccine. So yeah, the Moderna vaccine is also a 2-dose vaccine given at intervals between 4 weeks to 12 weeks. And like Pfizer, it is an RNA vaccine, and it works by injecting part of the virus's genetic code into the body, where it essentially enters the cell and then tells the cell to create these antigens. So these antigens essentially, are recognized by the immune system, and this causes the body to fight the coronavirus. So no virus is actually needed to create this, RNA vaccine, meaning that the rate of which it can be produced is going to be accelerated. So yeah, there's something. I mean, a lot of people are worried about, the potentially putting a virus, whether alive or dead, inside of you. And this is just one way, they're saying, hey, no, there's no actual virus going inside of you. We're just replicating it. And, what it does is your body will produce these antibodies, which will fight the virus. So this is just another way, the vaccine, how it works. So how effective is the Moderna vaccine? Well, trial results suggested efficacy against the disease was 94.1%. And the vaccine's efficacy against, severe COVID-19 was 100%. So more than 30,000 people in the U.S. took part in this trial from a wide range of age groups and ethnic backgrounds. So they've done a study, they checked the models, and they figured that, hey, this vaccine is pretty effective if you compare it with most of the vaccines that we've been getting. So how many vaccines, though, are we going to get in the UK? So the government has bought 17 million doses of this, enough to vaccinate about 8.5 million people. That is 8.5 million people. That's a staggering amount of people that the government plans to get vaccinated. And yes, Scotland is also due to receive more than 1 million of the UK's orders, and the doses will arrive over a period of months. So yeah, that is just something that they're saying. And, these are the amount of doses that are going to come into the UK as well, into all the other nations inside the UK. And one of the questions that are bothering people as well, though, like I was talking about, all the AstraZeneca vaccines, potential side effects and all of that. Is the Moderna vaccine going to be safe? Is it going to be, can people even use it? Will it not cause any kind of side effects, or will there be any kind of repercussions using this vaccine? Well, the Moderna vaccine said that the vaccine was generally well tolerated with no kind of serious safety concerns identified. So yeah, events after the first dose included injection site pain, and after the second dose, there was, a little bit of fatigue, muscle pain, joint pain, headache, or other pain, and redness at the injection site. But most of these were just short-lived, so they didn't last that long. And yeah, it just goes to show, that the vaccine is working so far in the countries, in the nation, inside the nation as well. And a lot of the people are, happy that the vaccines are being rolled out all across the UK, because, I mean, the end of the day, the whole point is to get everything back and running, to get the whole country back and running, to get everything back to normal, and to have all of the adults in the UK to be vaccinated by the end of July. I mean, it's like I said, they're planning all of this whole mass. They essentially want to roll out all of these vaccines and get everyone vaccinated so we can open up everything as well. Businesses can open up, the economy can open up. So this is just another part of the plan to open up the UK and get things going. But with that being said, we are gonna take a real quick break, and taking a look at your time right now, it is 4:05. Good evening.